Y'all, my southern dad recently asked me to put him into drag when I was visiting him back in Georgia. Here's a little video recap of it.
Daddy Lou Merle.
Mary Lou Pearl and Daddy Lou Merle.
This is my first makeover ever. It's as close to movie stardom as I'll ever get.
She is.
Oh my word! She is a southern man.
So what about this trip prompted you to want to do the makeup?
I had no new interest to my bucket list. What would I have looked like if I had been a saloon girl in the Old West?
Well, we are going to answer that question today.
When my dad told me that he wanted me to put him into drag, I was like, who are you and what have you done with my dad? And when I asked him once, Dad, what has been your exposure in the past to queerness or something related to drag? He was like, really, I didn't have any. I just heard what I was told at church growing up.
Gay people were victims of sin. Oh, that's evil. That's bad. You don't want to be that way. If you're that way, you better not act like that.
When I first started doing drag, my dad, who's someone who never has told me how to live my life, was like, why are you doing this? Why are you dressing up like this? This is disgusting. This isn't normal. Why are you putting this on the internet? This is going to hurt your career. He was very, very critical, and there was a lot of really hard conversations that we had where a lot of tough feeling came up between us. So my parents did eventually come to see me perform. It took a few years. The minute my dad walked into the gay bar in San Francisco, a man kissed him on the cheek and called him Daddy. So we were off to a great start. But he and my mom came. They saw the show. They were definitely uncomfortable, but they did it. And I was very proud of them and really grateful that they took the step.
I was trying to remember when you and Mom came to that show at the Edge. Something you said when we left. I think I asked you how the show was or how you felt, and you just said, you either evolve or you die. Like, it's not good or bad, it just is.
Yeah. It became apparent to me, there's nothing wrong with these guys. You don't believe something because the preacher says it or the president says it. You believe it because it's reality tested. I just wasn't seeing that. These weren't bad people.
Did you say earlier you'd be ready to sing opera?
Yeah, it makes me look like I should break into an operatic. Figaro, Figaro, Figaro.
66, never too late.
Oh, sole mio.
So after we recorded, I sat down with my parents at the kitchen table and I said, Dad, I know you said this was for your bucket list, but why did you really want to do this? And he said, this is something that obviously means a lot to you, and I love you as my child, and so I wanted to understand it, to try to understand it better. As a form of allyship is so powerful, recognizing that you might not totally understand the things that they care about or who they are, but meeting them where they're at and trying to understand goes so far.
You don't know how your children will turn out or if they'll be born to be like you want, and you're born like I want. But being gay has been positive in your life. It's not a negative. I can't be anything but accepting and very proud of you.
I think we all, in different ways, hit points in our lives where we can continue to believe what we've always believed, or we can challenge ourselves to be open to new things and changing our perspective. And I'm really grateful that my dad made that choice. It's made us closer. It's brought him into this very important part of my life. And now I have a new drag sister.
Okay. So here's your moment of truth. Ready to see yourself?
Huh?
Ready to see yourself?
I'm ready.
Spin it around. Here she is.
Oh, my word. She is a southern man. Oh, my God. Hey, dog. Dr. Mitchell isn't here today.
I didn't know who I was to this very moment.
You look like a church lady.
Yeah. They kicked my butt right out of church, so I wouldn't be lasting long in church. They knew who I was.